A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a striking turn of events within New Zealand's political landscape, 3 members of Te Pāti Māori, the Māori Party, have been temporarily suspended from Parliament following a controversial protest against the Treaty Principles Bill. This unprecedented action has sparked widespread debate about the boundaries of political expression and the historical context of Māori rights in New Zealand. The MPs involved, Debbie Ngerwapakar, Rawiri Waititi, and Hannah Rawiri Maipi Clark, performed a Haka during a parliamentary vote in November, a traditional Māori dance that has become synonymous with New Zealand's cultural identity. The Haka, a powerful expression of Māori culture, was not merely a performance but a poignant protest against the proposed legislation that sought to reinterpret the Treaty of Waitangi, New Zealand's founding document, signed in 1840. The bill, introduced by the Minor Libertarian Act Party, alarmed many Māori activists and allies, who viewed it as a potential threat to decades of progress for Māori rights. The video of the Haka, which included Maipi Clark dramatically tearing up a copy of the bill, garnered international attention, amassing hundreds of millions of views and igniting a global conversation about Indigenous rights and representation. The Privileges Committee, responsible for maintaining parliamentary decorum, recommended significant penalties for the 3 MPs, citing their actions as intimidating to other legislators and amounting to contempt of Parliament. In a report released on Wednesday, the committee proposed a 3-week suspension for Ngerwapakar and Waititi, while Maipi Clark would face a 7-day suspension. This decision marks what is believed to be the harshest penalty ever imposed on parliamentarians in New Zealand's history. The committee's report emphasized the seriousness of the MP's actions, particularly highlighting Ngerwapakar's alleged gesture that simulated firing a gun at another member of Parliament. Ngerwapakar defended her actions, asserting that the motion was a wairi, a traditional expression within the context of Haka and Māori oratory. Judith Collins, the Attorney General and chair of the committee, characterized the incident as unprecedented in her 23 years in the debating chamber, underscoring the committee's commitment to maintaining order and respect within the parliamentary process. The temporary suspensions are set to be confirmed by a vote among all lawmakers on Tuesday, with the 3 MPs facing the additional consequence of losing their salaries during this period. The timing of these suspensions coincides with the upcoming annual budget debate, raising concerns about the representation of Māori voices in critical discussions. In response to the committee's decision, Te Pāti Māori condemned the suspensions as an extreme measure, asserting that it serves as a warning to those who resist colonial powers. The party's statement emphasized that when Indigenous people stand up for their rights, they face the full weight of punitive measures. The opposition Labour Party acknowledged that the MP's conduct constituted a contempt of the House but expressed that the penalties were excessively harsh, suggesting that a suspension of 1 to 2 days would have been more appropriate. Meanwhile, the Green Party vehemently opposed the suspensions, arguing that they were disproportionate to the actions taken by the MPs and raised concerns about the lack of representation for Māori voters during the budget debate. The report from the Privileges Committee also included statements from the 3 MPs, who maintained that their Haka was a justified response to the ongoing harm faced by Māori communities. Ngerwapakar articulated that in the context of debating rights and interests as tangata whenua, the Haka was the only appropriate response to the situation. The committee's decision has ignited a broader conversation about the treatment of Māori representatives within New Zealand's political system and the importance of respecting cultural expressions. The MPs did not appear before the committee when summoned in April, citing a lack of respect for Māori cultural protocols and a belief that they would not receive a fair hearing. This refusal further highlights the tensions between Māori representatives in the parliamentary system, which they argue often fails to accommodate Māori principles and identity. As the political landscape continues to evolve, the repercussions of this incident will undoubtedly resonate within New Zealand's ongoing struggle for Indigenous rights and representation. The temporary suspensions of Ngerwapakar, Waititi, and Maipi Clark serve as a pivotal moment in New Zealand's political history, raising critical questions about the balance between parliamentary decorum and the right to protest. As the nation reflects on this incident, it remains to be seen how it will shape future discussions around Māori rights and the role of Indigenous voices in the political arena. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.